You weren't born near the ocean, just a regular guy from North Carolina. Debts, divorce, dead-end port job. Then an ad appears. Lighthouse keeper needed, Frying Pan Shoals Tower. Decent pay, free housing. You think, adventure. You're an idiot, and I'm about to prove it. 2.5 hours by boat, and there she is. A rusty platform on 4 legs screwed into the Atlantic floor, 80 feet above open water. Wind hits your face like a slap. First thing you see, massive corroded piles covered in barnacles. Your new home, 4 levels of metal that never stop creaking. Bathroom, a hole above the ocean. One wrong step and you're shark food. Groceries, canned goods and MREs dropped once a month. Water from a desalinator that tastes like old pipes. And yet, first few days you feel electric. Total freedom. Nobody, just you and the Atlantic. Then the silence finds you, and it starts eating. Every single morning you climb to the top platform to check the light. Wind at 60 miles per hour. Platform swaying under your feet. You scrape rust with a wire brush while the whole structure moves beneath you. Hands bleeding, salt burning into every crack in your skin. Below you, sharks. You've started throwing them scraps. You've started watching them eat. Everyone pictures a lighthouse as peace and quiet. Wrong. It's a war, every day, with the ocean. And after a month, you're talking to yourself out loud just to stay sane. You give the sharks names. You start seeing lights on the horizon where no ship exists. Hold on, it gets worse. The first hurricane comes in fast. Wind at 90 miles per hour. Waves slamming into the tower so hard you hear the metal bend. Actually bend. You're downstairs, pressed against the wall, listening to rust flaking off in chunks. Lower level floods. You pump water by hand until your arms give out. Generators screaming, light flickering. Sharks going insane below you in the dark water. You think this is it, but the tower holds. Morning comes and you walk out onto the platform. Everything coated in mud and salt. And that's when the real joke lands. You're not a hero. You just stayed. But here's the part nobody tells you. After the storm, you feel more alive than you ever did on land. Pure adrenaline. And that feeling becomes a drug. 3 months in, and the loneliness hits harder than any hurricane ever could. You start seeing shadows move on the water. Voices in the wind that almost sound like words. You talk to the tower itself. Literally talk to it. Hold on, baby. Toilet paper runs out. Old newspapers. Shower. A bucket of seawater. Your skin starts cracking. And somehow, underneath all of it, you realize you're happy. Because nobody is waiting for you on shore. Then you find the previous keeper's diary shoved under a bunk. Last entry reads, "By month 6, I started seeing dead sailors." And you understand. He wasn't joking. You climb under the platform to fix cables. 30 meters above open water. Wind trying to pull your hands off the rail. Shark fins cutting circles below you. Sand tigers mostly. Occasionally something bigger. You yell at them to get lost, and then start laughing. Because laughing is the only thing keeping your brain from completely unraveling. Once a month, a helicopter drops supplies. The pilot looks at you the way people look at someone they've already written off. You haven't shaved in weeks. Your beard is stiff with salt. Your eyes are red. And leaving never even crosses your mind anymore. This is your world now. The hallucinations start at night. Knocking sounds on the tower legs from below. Frying Pan Shoals sits at the edge of the graveyard of the Atlantic. Hundreds of ships went down near here over the centuries. Hundreds of men with them. You go out on the platform during a storm and scream back into the dark. Wind nearly takes you off the railing. In the morning, you find footprints on the platform. Yours, but you have no memory of making them. You start keeping a diary, same as the guy before you. And reading his entries alongside your own, you realize every keeper loses it the same way. Every single one. The only difference is whether they admit it. After a year, you stop being a person and start being part of the structure. Rust under your fingernails, salt in your blood. You clean the light every morning out of pure habit, even though it runs automatically. Storms stop being emergencies. They're just weather. You survive them the way normal people survive rain. Then one day, a boat shows up full of tourists. They want to experience your lifestyle for a weekend. You look at them and feel nothing but a distant pity. They're paying thousands of dollars for what you live for free. You watch their faces when the tower starts swaying in the afternoon chop. They are not prepared. You decide to stop leaving. Contract ends, you stay anyway. The man who bought the tower for almost nothing, a guy named Richard, flies out sometimes and brings beer. You sit on the platform and drink and laugh about how many times the ocean has tried to kill you. Then he leaves, and the voices come back louder. The lights of dead ships appear every night on the water, and the tower, and this is going to sound insane, but stay with me, the tower starts to feel like it wants you there, like it needs you. Storm of the century. Platform shaking so hard you tie yourself to a support pole with rope. Water floods every level. Generator dies. Total darkness. You hear one of the main piles groan, the sound of something structural giving way. The tower tilts. You are certain this is the end. It holds. In the morning, you crawl out into the wreckage of the platform, and you are laughing. Actually laughing. Because you made it through something that would have destroyed anyone who came out here thinking this was romantic. You try going back to shore once.
Silence is deafening.
Last for a week. The noise suffocates you. The people suffocate you. You can't sleep without the sound of waves. You run back. And the sharks are there when you return, circling the platform like they missed you. Maybe they did. 15 years, 27 storms, thousands of cans of food, 12 fractures, skin like coral, hands that look like they belong to something that lives in the ocean. And here is the secret, the actual secret, the one that every keeper eventually figures out. The tower doesn't make you crazy. It just strips away everything that was already broken. On land, we're all running from something. Out here, there's nowhere to run. So you stop, and you finally see yourself clearly. That's the truth the ocean shows you, and it costs everything to learn it. Tourists come out now on weekends and pay $5,000 to feel what you feel for free. They stay 2 days and leave shaking. You watch them go. You stay. That's the whole story. That's the victory. Now tell me in the comments, what kind of life would break you faster? 15 years on that tower, or 15 years of the ordinary kind? Because I'm not sure the answer is what you think it is.